As a child.
Listen to me very closely. You keep saying you ain't on the next level because of the economy. You keep saying you ain't on the next level because of racism. You keep saying you ain't in the next level because it ain't the season. You keep saying you ain't in the next level because they don't love you. You keep saying you ain't in the next level because the opportunity ain't there. The truth of the matter is that you ain't there because you ain't there. And there's some of you, you know what you want. You know what you want, but you are not personally willing to do the work it takes to get it. What you're trying to do is do what you've done on this level and get the next level. You're trying to do exactly what you're doing on this level. You're like, I'm getting up every day. I'm putting in 2.5. I'm putting in 3, and I'm not getting the opportunity. The opportunity might require 3.5. I'm lifting weights. I'm eating right, and I'm not getting the opportunity. It might require getting up and working out 3.5. It might require you saying no to your friends. It might require you changing your diet. It might require you moving to another city. Whatever it takes, you gotta be willing to do it. And you keep saying you're not there because of something else, because it's easier to blame somebody else. Because now you don't gotta do no work when you blame somebody else. Guess you gotta do it. They gotta do it. But guess who got the power? They got the power. How many of y'all tired of having the power? Let me see your hand.
From dust.
Look, you got some changing to do. If I don't get to the other slide, you got some changing to do. And I'm telling you, the reason why I'm leaving corporate and going to school, because it's easier to help a doggone middle school kid change than a grown man. It's hard changing grown men. I'm talking about hard. I'm like, yo, my ratio gonna go up. I'm gonna be a legend if I go to middle school. I'm gonna be a legend. Like Eric Kane talking about people like E.T. I wouldn't do what you do. No, you don't. I'm my own boss. When I worked at Michigan State, I had to be to work at 9 o'clock. When I work for myself, I get up at 3. When I worked at Michigan State, I get to leave at 5. When you work for yourself, you don't have no time when you get off. You don't get off. You stop when the work is done. I work harder for myself than I did and you talking about you want to work for yourself. No, you don't. You can't show up for another man. You work for yourself. You can sleep all day. I'm just being real. There are those of you who work for yourself, you don't even have like a vacation package for yourself. You just get off whenever you want to. What kind of job is that? You can just take off when you want to? That ain't no real job. You ain't got no insurance. You ain't paying yourself. But when you had a job, you could get there for them when they want you to get there. Oh, you had to tell them when you was gonna be sick when you want, but for yourself, you ain't gotta do nothing. That's why you can't blow up. You ain't got enough discipline to discipline you.
All right, guys, welcome to Voice of Fan Sportscast. I'm your host, Ben Swift Reynolds. We have Thomas Tyree, 100% RC, and Eslie Banga with us tonight. Professor Files will be on later on. What's up, fellas?
Got me ready to run through a wall, shoot a basketball, hit a golf ball, whatever I need to do on my Mr. Perfect, man. I don't like neither one of them teams. I'm looking forward to watching the game. It's gonna be a good one.
Yes, indeed. Made me actually feel like going to work tomorrow.
You already know who I'm repping. You already know who I'm repping.
Patrick Mahomes.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Hey, before we get into the Super Bowl and everything, Banga, you gotta tell us your feelings and your reaction to the Luka trade since you're a Dallas Mavericks fan.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, obviously, like most of the country, I was shocked. Like Saturday evening, I was getting ready to go to bed, and then all of a sudden, I see ESPN, that notification go on my screen, and I'm like, hold up. Shams reported, this got to be a prank. But it ain't April Fool's though. Hold up. And then I actually clicked the notification and look official. I go on IG, on Twitter. It's official. I'm like, what? Nico Harrison, you actually traded away our future, our present and future, and he had the audacity to say, we can have a future in the next, 5-10 years. No. Oh, for AD, okay, and you trade away our star player for AD and Max Christie and 1 first-round pick in 4 years from now, 4 or 5 years from now. Like, what the hell? You could have gotten
Right.
like 3 first-round picks for that. So of course, Lakers won that deal. So I'm excited to watch LeBron and AD or LeBron and Luka together. But it's just gonna suck that it's not in a Mavs uniform.
Yeah, man. We had to do a pop-up episode this past Sunday because all of us was so shocked about it and everything. And I still can't wrap my mind around it when I'm thinking about it. I'm just like, man, like RC said, Nico must be a secret Lakers fan. That's the only thing I can think about.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, Super Bowl 59 will be here this Sunday. Chiefs versus Eagles. Start with RC. What is your prediction for this game?
Well, it's the rematch. Of course, it seems like there's only 2 teams out of the NFC that can play the Chiefs. It's the Eagles and the 49ers. And I think the Eagles going to be on the wrong side of history because my whole thing all year was don't let Patrick Mahomes get back to the Super Bowl because once he gets back to the Super Bowl, he knows what to do. And I think he'll be comfortable. I mean, who's more comfortable or more prepared than them for that moment? The Eagles, they're going to put up a good fight. I'm of the mindset if it's close, Chiefs, only option for the Eagles is to blow them out. I mean, get on them early and don't get off of them. But I got the Chiefs really three-peating for the first time in NFL history. I got it happening. And I don't like neither one. I don't like neither one of the teams. I hate both of them, but I love to watch greatness.
Thomas, who do you see winning?
Yeah, I'm riding with RC here. I got the Chiefs winning. I think it could be a close game, but like RC said, you're giving one of the most clutch quarterbacks in NFL history a chance to not only get back to the Super Bowl, but to do something that no other NFL team has done, and that's three-peat. And I think the Chiefs know how significant this moment is. I think they're not going to let this moment shy away from them. Not only that, but I think they also know that this might not be in terms of happening ever again for a very long time in the NFL. So I think they're going to capitalize on that. I think the Eagles got the better overall roster, but I think it's going to come down to matchups and coaching matchups in this game for the Chiefs to win this game.
Very well said. Very well said. Banga, Mr. Patrick Mahomes, you like that quarterback from Wisconsin right now. Or is it Nebraska? I think it's Nebraska. It's one of those two.
Yeah,
So what's
Nebraska.
your thoughts? It's Nebraska. What's your thoughts, man? Banga, can you hear us? Oh, there you go.
Yeah. So I feel like the delay is pretty bad, but we try to get through it.
Okay.
But yeah, I think that Chiefs, it could go either way. But obviously I'm going for the Chiefs. As a Cowboys fan, I hate the Eagles, but with Saquon Barkley and Jalen Hurts, they got the ability to really go off. Obviously the Chiefs, like y'all said, they got the ability to make history. In the Super Bowl era, just letting y'all know that the Green Bay Packers did three-peat twice in NFL history. 1965, right before the merger, 1966 and 67, and then back in the 1920s or 30s. So that's just a little history lesson. But other than that, it's going to be a good game. I'm riding with the Chiefs, but it can go either way.
Man, Flowers. I forgot we have 2 Cowboys fans. Thomas and Banga. I was like, okay. Hey, they like the 49 fans. They just everywhere. RC, Flowers.
Sorry,
Who
man.
do you have in this game?
I have to agree with the NFC East personnel, man, that we have on the show tonight. It's hard to go against the Chiefs at this point, man. Definitely with Kellen Moore interviewing for head coaching positions and all that, I think that plays a factor in as far as coaching styles being one up on each other. Another X factor I'm looking at I'm looking at Philly's defensive front seven. Can they get pressure on Patrick Mahomes? We need Jalen Carter, Nolan Smith, and those guys to come alive. I think Brandon Graham is back this game. if they stand any kind of chance, they need to get Mahomes on the ground at least 3 times.
So everybody going Chiefs. I'm going Eagles here.
Oh,
Of course, of course, man. It's your second team. You know why?
No. That's not the reason why. What did we see last game that the Bills was doing well that they got away from?
Run game.
They were running the ball pretty solid against the Chiefs there. And so they going against the best pure rushing running back in NFL in Saquon. If they were struggling with James Cook, then they better bring everybody they have on defense to stop Saquon. Because if they let him get loose, like he did against Commanders, it will be a long game for the Chiefs. They're gonna keep Patrick Mahomes on the sideline, which they won't, and they'll control the clock. That's how you win games, by controlling the clock, keeping the best player sitting with his hands inside his little warm jacket and just chilling. So if they want to beat the Chiefs, Saquon and Jalen, I feel like they're gonna be the key to get the game going. And of course, they're gonna take the top off with Devontae Smith. Then they're gonna get AJ Brown involved. Y'all know the gameplay, how they work. They run the ball down your mouth, and they start throwing it through the air. So the Chiefs, if they can't stop Saquon and figure out how to stop the dual threat and Jalen, then they're gonna have trouble. And I ain't even talking about the Eagles defense.
That sounds good, don't it? That sounds
so good.
Hey, bro, listen, I want to give you a stat. Chiefs ain't gave up a 100-yard rusher in 19 games. So you mean wait, hold on. Let me tell you something though. 19 games they ain't gave up a 100-yard rusher, and they know for certain that across that line of scrimmage, we just got to stop. We got to turn the run off so we can rush the passer. Because they got a good D line too, bro. Like we all said, they messed up and let these guys back in this game. The Chiefs are back in this game. There's no team more prepared and more comfortable in this game than the Chiefs. It's gonna be hard, man. It's gonna take an act of Congress.
I mean, look at the last matchup they had. Granted, the Eagles had a stellar D line, but they didn't really have a running game. Well, they had Gainwell and the other running back. His name escaping me right now.
Miles Sanders.
It wasn't who?
Miles Sanders.
Yeah, Miles Sanders, but Miles Sanders ain't Saquon. And if the Bills would have kept running the ball, they were going to eclipse 100 easily. So that don't really tell me anything. That's the first time for everything, like they say.
You can't lay your hat on that because you've seen what the Bills did.
And do you realize that Saquon is in the same position that Christian McCaffrey is? It's funny to me because the Eagles and the 49ers mirror images of each other. Saquon gonna win Offensive Player of the Year, right? McCaffrey won Offensive Player of the Year. McCaffrey was breaking off 60s and 40-yard runs when he got to the Niners. Saquon doing it. Get in the Super Bowl.
Agreed.
For some reason, it looked like he didn't know where he was running. Spagnuolo, Andy Reid, Travis Kelce. You know I hate this, but I'm just telling you. You better not put your money on it. I'm
putting my money on it. I'm taking Eagles money line.
That's a L.
I'm taking Eagles money. That's how sure I am.
Vegas
That's
taking
how
your
sure
money.
I am.
Vegas gonna say thank you for your deposit.
I hope you're right, though, man.
I hope you're right, but
like
the safest bet,
everything after they've been struggling this whole year.
The safest bet is Kansas City plus 3.5.
Yep,
that's the safest bet to make.
I'm going for the juggler. I'm taking all the money. But I mean, it's gonna be a close game. I'm not gonna say the Eagles gonna blow them out. It's gonna come down to the last drive.
That's the only way they're gonna win the game is to blow them out.
Take Brady and the Bucks. Got to take the Brady. Go watch the Brady Bucks versus the Chiefs and watch how the game plan the Ty Bowles had and apply it if you can. Do you realize the last time the Eagles was there, they had a defensive pass rush that came into that game with 72 sacks. That's an NFL record. So that D-line didn't get it done, and the D-line we walked in there with the Avengers and came out there with no jury. Now you're gonna tell me they finna walk in there.
Granted, RC Greenlaw, if he would have played, y'all probably would have secured it. The game was looking pretty good for y'all until he went out.
And guess what? I gotta tell you again another thing. The guy that replaced Greenlaw
Is in
starts
the
for the
game.
Eagles. I'm just Owen Burks. When he look over there and see Owen Burks, he gonna be like, "Oh, it's you again." Travis Kelce finna have a day because he can't cover Travis Kelce. And also, the problem that you have is what you making a great point. We got to overtime with that guy. You got to kill it. So you got to come out, get up on it. If Saquon hit a run, 40-yard run early, your defense need to come out and stop him again, score again. It need to be 21-7 at halftime for your money to be good. If it's 14-7 or 7-14, they wait. You're in for a long day. Get ready to see history be made.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one for sure. But I'm just not. This Chiefs team, I'm still not sold, man. Like they've been skating by this whole season, and they just getting the right ones at the right time. The Bills screwed the pooch, as they say.
Ain't the right time to playoffs, man. That's their right time. They lollygag all season. They so used to being in this moment. They lollygag and win. They take care of business. They lost 1 or 2 games.
You mean the refs?
Let's not do that. Let's not do that because you can't keep using that because you go back and because that game was 2 weeks old now. Josh Allen didn't get the first down. If you go and look at the front, view, he didn't get it. You know, it's other things. But you can't blame the refs for this.
But the one call I do blame him for is the worthy catch. Make it make sense. The dude's hand had one hand on the ball.
So that one. So that one play decided that whole outcome. 60 minutes worth of that game being played.
That put the ball away on the 3-4 yard line.
And Buffalo still should have won the game, right?
So I think what Flowers is saying. Both of y'all, both things could be correct. I think the issue with Flowers is saying at this point, everybody's crying the same thing. But you have an opportunity. You just keep letting them off the hook.
Mm-hmm.
See, this is the problem the Niners had. McCaffrey fumbled. Now, think about it now. They done played in 4 Super Bowls between the Chiefs and the Niners, with the Chiefs, Niners, and the Eagles, and no holding calls. Now, this game hadn't been played yet, but the previous game, no holding calls. So we know there's going to be some crazy stuff going on. But you got to combat that because the Niners and the Eagles live in the red zone. But you can't kick field goals. You got to score touchdowns. Just that's
all right. So all y'all taking Chiefs. Y'all want to give a score prediction?
I like 27-24.
Thomas said 27-24. What about you, Banga?
Sure. I'm gonna say 31-28.
Flowers?
Same, 31-28.
RC?
It's gonna be close, man. He gonna win it, and he's gonna come back and win it. I'm saying 24-27, something like that. He's gonna win it. He's gonna come back and win it, man. Like he gonna do what he do. He gonna do. The script is in. It's written. He gonna win it how he always win it.
Nah.
It's
on the wall. It's it for him. I have 31-24 Eagles way.
But look, I do agree with you on this. This is his last Super Bowl.
Whose last Super Bowl?
Mahomes.
Y'all don't think he's getting back to another Super Bowl?
As long as Andy Reid there's a chance.
Andy Reid, 66 years old. You got that window.
He's already committed to coming back next year.
Yeah, but he can come back all he wants. There's a window Brady had. He can keep coming back all he wants. You're not going to keep beating everybody. At some point, you got to understand.
I get what you're saying, C, but name me one head coach that's going to outsmart Andy Reid in this NFL.
I mean,
that's the problem.
I wouldn't say outsmart. I mean, there's teams that are better than Chiefs right now that's sitting at home.
Listen to what you say. You're saying there are teams better than the Chiefs, but they're not beating them because the Chiefs are smarter.
But we know nothing is forever.
Of course.
We seen the Patriots have would you say 10 years? When you said that to me the other day, you said a 10-year, they won those 3.
Much Spagnuolo's defense as well.
and they had 10 years between it. I'm saying he may get one more, but he ain't getting 7. He's not just going to roll off 5, 6 in a row, because I don't think, in my mind, I just feel like in the AFC is going to be the problem. The AFC West alone, Pete Carroll, Jim Harbaugh, Sean Payton, Andy Reid, it's going to be a squabble. Like, they're going to get at it. So he going to earn them. If he get them, he going to have to earn them.
I'm going to take a page out your book real quick, see.
Mm-hmm.
How long Andy and Steve Spagnuolo been together?
They've been together. It's been a good marriage. It's been
a very good marriage.
You got me there. You got me there.
I'm saying that. I said that continuity. That's the difference. That's why I say they smarter than everybody, because of that continuity. Each side can lean on each other, but as long as you got Mahomes, that defense is young. That's why I be trying to get people to understand that defense is young. The offense is the one to decide with the older pieces on it. So they may have to revamp that in a sense. But if Andy Reid stays, let's say 3 years, I can see him winning one more.
Yeah, I can see one more, but it's gonna be hard, man. There's so much parity. Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert, your guy down in Indianapolis, CJ Stroud. That whole AFC, man, is just loaded with quarterbacks. It's ready to dethrone him. And then on the AFC side, so you're gonna figure it out. Somebody gonna figure it out over there. Eagles, Niners,
Right.
Somebody gonna figure it out at some point. Rams, somebody gonna figure it out. Somebody crack that Da Vinci Code.
Cowboys.
No, I'm not.
All right. So, Thomas, who you see win MVP if the Chiefs win?
Oh, that's Mahomes. And Mahomes, if they're going to win, it's going to be Patrick Mahomes. He's already a 3-time Super Bowl MVP. He already knows what to do in these big moments. But if it's not Mahomes, I'm going to go to somebody on the defensive side of the ball that I think could play a big factor in the front seven, especially on the defensive line. That's Chris Jones or possibly Nick Bolton, depending on the impact that he can have at the linebacker position. Because if they're going to win that game, they're going to have to contain Saquon Barkley to stop the run. So I see either Mahomes, Chris Jones, and Nick Bolton as two wild picks, but Patrick Mahomes to win Super Bowl MVP this year would be my pick.
Oh, what about you, Banga? My bad. My mic was off.
You good? I got Mahomes. It's just he's the de facto all-star for the team. He's always making all the plays. Usually, somebody else could win MVP if they were the one contributing most. But Patrick Mahomes is a quarterback that usually spreads the ball around. Travis Kelce is not the main target. Xavier Worthy, he probably won't be the main target all the time. So I got Patrick Mahomes winning just because of what he can do, distributing the ball, and then the plays that he can make with his legs.
What about you, Flowers?
Just to spice it up a little bit. I mean, of course, the consensus is Patrick. But like I said, just to spice it up, I'm gonna say Xavier Worthy. Offensively and possibly on the defense, George Karlaftis, or whatever his name is. I'll throw them two out there just to be a little odd.
What about you, RC?
I'm gonna go eat both sides. I'm gonna give because anything can happen. Eagles could win. I'm gonna go on for the Chiefs. Defensively, Eagles got injuries on their offensive line, especially at center. So Chris Jones on the defensive side. Then on the Eagles side, it'll be if the Eagles win, it'll be Jalen Hurts. That means that the run was turned off, and Jalen Hurts had the last Super Bowl he threw a lot of yards. So I would say Eagles, Jalen Hurts, Chiefs, Chris Jones.
You don't think it will be Saquon?
Saquon, I'm going under on his rush yards. I'm telling you. I believe on Spagnuolo. I believe this is the Commanders' defense. They Flowers made a point, and I went back. I watched some film on. I watched some college football tackling and watch NFL tackle. They tackle better in college, but watch the Commanders try to tackle Saquon. They were diving at him that's not what you do with him. You get there, you break down, you help, you pray for help. Them dudes, you watch the Chiefs tackle, they break down. They get you on the ground, and then they all run to the football. So they're going to stop Saquon. It ain't gonna look. He might have 99 yards. He ain't getting 100 because that's just Spagnuolo. If he has 100 yards, the Eagles blowing out the Chiefs. But I just don't see it happening. And another point, the Rams defense was just as dominant as the Eagles defensive line in that game, in the first round when they played. And I said, if the Rams defensive line is young, but the Chiefs defensive line is veteran led and hungry, man, if the Rams can do that, the Chiefs can do that. I believe they can.
Well, Saquon had a big run versus the round twice.
No, I'm saying
before the snow.
Yep, I'm saying.
But they had a big run on the regular season.
But Jalen Hurts was on the ground a lot. They were sacking him at Hill. Verse had 2 sacks. I'm saying the Chiefs are more mature, more prepared, been in this moment, and that offensive line for the Eagles are banged up. Your center is your most important part of your offensive line. So Chris Jones is going to be right over that guy, probably.
Yeah, that's dangerous right there. That's
we're gonna have to see, because like I said, they're gonna have to put a lot of energy into that. And do they have enough? My big question, because the Eagles got a lot of weapons. But if I had to choose for MVP, if they do stop Saquon, which I doubt, Saquon is the obvious, pick with MVP. But I'm gonna go a little bit off the rip because he's been having a down year and he's been pouting reading books. So I'm gonna go with AJ Brown. I think he gets it. I think he might have a big game. He's due for one. He haven't went off.
Hey, man,
it's been a while.
You know what's funny? Games like this is where you get exposed. You get caught with your pants down. Nick Sirianni gonna have to coach this game, bro.
Yep, big time.
Because Kyle Shanahan is a better coach than Nick Sirianni. He broke Nick Sirianni on national TV. Nick Sirianni didn't have an answer for anything we were doing. But then Andy Reid breaks Kyle Shanahan on the biggest stage. Had him in overtime taking the ball. So Nick Sirianni is a little bit more foolish. See, my guy is Coach Klein from the Water Boy. But Nick Sirianni, don't get me started on that. That's a whole nother level.
Well, you gotta give him some credit for
get no credit for me.
People were trying to fire him, but they got
Saquon Barkley not on that team. We still be saying that. So the question is gonna be,
he is though. He is.
Hold on. Let me say this.
Job.
Let me say this because this is gonna be the question. Not if, but when the Chiefs take away Saquon Barkley. That's when Sirianni's going to have to start coaching.
He's not that good of a coach, though.
We know.
I think he can coach when he's in his element, not when he's feeling himself, but when he's actually focused. I think he can coach, man. They used to didn't have Saquon, and they still able to do something.
So here's
what about last year?
I mean, last year was kind of odd. The defense wasn't playing as good.
Oh,
so that's true. That's true.
So Vic Fangio is the defensive coordinator who was the head coach for the Denver Broncos, head coach for defensive coordinator for the Niners at one time, and Andy Reid picks on him.
Mm-hmm.
And so, Andy Reid liable to come out tomorrow and run Wildcat. I'm just Sunday. He might come out there in the Wildcat formation. I see him in the full house formation against us. He got something for everything you got. So. And it's going to put the onus on Nick Sirianni because we know they play the small game. Just stay ahead of the chain so we can run the tush push and do all that fancy stuff. Okay. All right. If you can't do the tush push and you're behind the chains, you even take Saquon out of the picture if it's 3rd and 12 or 3rd and 9 or 3rd. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So you're going to ask Saquon to keep hitting home runs? I'm finna walk Barry Bonds. I ain't finna keep giving them chances to keep hitting me for long. If he have 250 yarders, they gonna lose. I just don't. I see him doing it one time, probably like 30 or 40 yards, and then after that, they gonna turn it off. Okay. He'll break one.
All right, I have some fun questions here. Who is the most overrated quarterback to win a Super Bowl?
Overrated?
Start with you, Thomas. Mm-hmm.
Are you starting with me?
Yeah, a lot of people. They have their favorite quarterback. They might say, Aaron Rodgers overrated. Oh, Drew, he's overrated. Thomas, who you feel like was the most overrated quarterback?
I'm going to throw it all the way back to y'all, all the way back to 2000. Trent Dilfer for the Baltimore Ravens at quarterback. He was that guy on the class project. Everybody in the project did their thing, and he was just there with his name on it. Bro, he was just blessed to be a part of that Ravens team that had one of the greatest defenses of all time. And especially the way that defense only gave up 10 points per game. All you really had to do at the quarterback position was not mess up, not turn over the ball, no mistakes, and your defense is going to win the game for you. So that's definitely one of the most overrated quarterbacks right off the top that comes to my head that ever won a Super Bowl.
That's good. That's good. I agree with that. Banga, do you have somebody in mind?
I'm gonna just say I disagree with the Dilfer only because like everybody like nobody like thinks that Dilfer is like this over the top, quarterback or whatever. Everybody knew what he was midseason when they made that quarterback change. It was just like, yeah, we need you not to mess up and let the defense carry us. So everybody knew what it was. But I mean that's all I'm gonna say on that. I would say Peyton Manning in 2015. Whenever they beat the Carolina Panthers in Super Bowl 50. Because Peyton Manning got 2 Super Bowls, but if you really look at it, he was on his last legs, like 2 years removed from like one of the MVP caliber seasons that he had. He was also doing a class project or whatever, but a lot of people think that he was better than he was that year. But he really wasn't. He was dealing with injury. Brock Osweiler had to come in for him at one point. So I'd say, Peyton Manning in 2015.
There you go, Flowers.
He's a Bronco, not a Colt. He didn't say Indianapolis.
That's your guy, though. All right, who do you have in mind, Flowers?
He was my guy when he was in the building. Outside the building, he's just another guy. But I'm gonna go with Brad Johnson for the Buccaneers.
Oh yes.
No disrespect, no shade on him, but I mean Gruden pretty much mapped out the whole offensive game plan for the Raiders. So he really didn't have to do too much on the offensive end. I know he hit McCardell or somebody like that a few times. Can't really remember how that game went offensively. He might have got Joe Jared Vicious once or twice, as far as just hitting him up. But the Buccaneers defense pretty much just sailed that whole game.
Yeah, then the Buccaneers defense scored like twice or 3 times or something like that.
Like 3 times.
Yeah, 3 picks, 2 picks, I think. 2 pick sixes, I think.
RC, who you have?
I'm going with Tom Brady in his first Super Bowl. He didn't do shit. I'm be honest with y'all, man. I really feel like, to me, 3 of those Super Bowls, Brady was just doing what Trent Dilfer was doing. So it's the first one, though, for sure. When he replaces Drew Bledsoe, he comes in. He is a high-level game manager. He didn't turn it over, and then he put a drive together in the end to put Vinatieri in a position to win the game. But he didn't do anything spectacular. Nothing no more than Trent Dilfer did. So if we're gonna give Trent Dilfer some flack, Brady, you come get this flack too, because I mean you didn't do nothing, but you turned into the GOAT. But Brady in 2000, what that was in 2003, 2004, something like that.
Yeah, I think
2003.
I was in middle school somewhere. Oh, I can't remember. All right, mine is Eli Manning, 2008, 8-8. Bro, you talking about Kerry?
Bro,
Kerry. He was terrible the whole year. The D-line came alive against the Patriots. Tom Brady kryptonite. It took a miraculous play for win to win the game. So he just pretty much lucked up and won the Super Bowl. To me,
he lucked up and won the Super Bowl.
Yes, he lucked up and won the Super
Bowl. Twice against the same team,
though. So he lucked up and won 3 games on the road and then looked up and won the Super Bowl.
Yes,
because he balled. He played like Joe Flacco, I think.
God was definitely with him on that run.
Wait.
No. As a Cowboys fan, I can't even front about that one.
He played good against everybody. Wait, man. Now, if that's the
case, didn't get not one.
If that's
he
the
never
case,
been.
Drew Brees. Hold on. Drew Brees in the Super Bowl against the freaking when he played against the Colts. He didn't do nothing that great.
Drew did what he needed to. He got the
no, Drew did what he needed to do, but Eli just looked up and won.
They barely made the play. They barely made the playoff.
Hey,
the D-line came alive.
That what makes it even sweeter.
No, that was
Eli goes to hold on. 2008 is when he went to Dallas, right? Or was it the first one?
No, that's when they went to Dallas and they beat Green Bay. So they
beat Green Bay in the cold
with a pass rush. But you act like the
Retired
Dallas kept
Brett
playing
Favre.
the
Wait. He
cold. It's New
retired
York.
Brett Favre from Lambeau. He beat Dallas on the road. Who else did they beat?
Who was
Niners.
Dallas quarterback?
Are
They
you
beat
crazy?
them.
Wow.
Wait though.
They ain't
Hold
saying
on.
much.
Hold on, bro. Hold on 1 second. Dallas was really good.
They were
that
like
year. Hold on.
13-3
They were?
that year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
we
were
They
like
were,
13-3
that year.
but Dallas was Dallasing.
No, but they that's an NFC East rival, and they had to play them again.
The third time playing them.
So let me ask you this, Ben, since
You always
have
say it's
that,
hard to be a team twice.
you
Well,
have
they
that
did.
outlook on that. So Eli actually, in that moment that we talk about the helmet catch, it might have been Teddy Brooks. Somebody had him in his grasp. They had him, and
Yeah.
Seymour. I think it was
he
Seymour.
tapped into his
Yeah, it was
daddy.
Seymour.
He tapped into his daddy. He tapped into, and he got out of it somehow, and he made the throw. I mean, and then the second Super Bowl against Brady, he made a beautiful throw to Mario Manningham on that sideline.
That's the best
Where-
throw.
He
That was better than the Tyree catch.
The
in my
helmet
opinion.
catch, to be honest, the helmet catch wasn't impressive because it was over it was on like a 37-old Rodney Harrison.
Here you go.
Impressive.
Here you go.
man.
Look, he
It
was
wasn't
sitting in that
impressive.
dorm room in disbelief because I told him that the Giants was gonna win. He was
Rodney
just
Harrison,
shocked.
Rodney Harrison. Hey, listen, that ain't us saying that. That's him. Like, you gotta understand, Rodney
RC
Harrison played the ball too. He tried to get it out
Man,
of
dude
his hand.
had no ups. He let David Tyree. Nobody knew who this man was. Catch the
I know
football
who he
over him.
is.
Come on, Rodney.
Hey,
Come on now,
RC might have a good point though. Bringing up Joe Flacco. Like that might actually be the right answer because Joe Flacco, after he won that Super Bowl, after he got his money, he got paid, he started declining and didn't do anything else. So
But he didn't do
he
nothing
was good
before
that
the playoffs.
postseason.
It just turned on in the postseason. It's crazy. Like he did nothing. Yeah,
Exactly.
that's a good one.
So I know a lot of people agreeing with me on Eli.
I can't
He's
even.
a lesser Manning.
You got
He's
Dallas
a lesser
fans
Manning.
disagreeing with you. You know you wrong.
Man, he's not even better than Arch Manning. So
Put some respect
All
on
right.
Eli's name.
Oh, hold on now.
What Eli?
Come on.
Eli stats are
Man.
he got Hall of Fame stats now.
Eli would never consider. I wouldn't even say like he never voted to a Pro Bowl. Like the only reason he went to a Pro Bowl because it was another quarterback that couldn't make it. He was never voted amongst his peers in anything. Crazy. So like if y'all going by stats, then yeah, so well, but nobody ever viewed Eli as that guy.
But he was viewed as that guy in coming out of high school, going into college. He was the guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's just what it is. I'm gonna tell you what.
The number one pick out of Ole Miss in 2003. What are you talking about?
So Peyton is
they don't look at him like that.
Peyton is the one out of the two brothers. If you look at Eli, he just look like he looks goofy
half of the time.
But when it's time to strap it up, he plays football, man. He made it very difficult. He didn't just make it easier on team. He was not a cakewalk. He was not a simp, dog. He could go. Eli was a bad boy.
All right. So if y'all could go back in time and change the outcome of one Super Bowl, which one would it be? What star are you, RC? You got multiple.
Is this a serious damn question?
Hey, look, you got multiple ones. So which one hurt the most?
I got three. The Crabtree in the back, the back shoulder fade, the Crabtree in New Orleans against the Ravens. I got the one that I lost to Mahomes to get his first Super Bowl didn't bother me as much as the one last year. The one last year, it was the Avengers. We had everything. I'm seeing reports of Myles Garrett. I don't want Myles Garrett. I don't need nobody else. Just execute when it matters. But last year it hurts. Dre Greenlaw getting hurt. I want that one back because we were better than them. And they shouldn't have won that one. That's the one I would change because that's the one we actually won outright. We let him off the hook in that second one. So last year's Super Bowl.
What about you, Thomas?
I got to go to the Seahawks and Patriots 2015 Super Bowl because I feel like we were robbed of what could have been a special dynasty of the Seahawks because they won it a year or so ago. The Legion of Boom was still intact. Pete Carroll, Russell Wilson, Marshawn Lynch. And that game, the end of that game, Russell Wilson was setting up for a beautiful game-winning drive. The crazy curse juggling catch. You get down the 1 yard line. All you had to do is just turn around and do some type of handoff up the middle, a halfback toss, something to get Marsh on the ball, and you just throw an interception to Malcolm Butler. The outcome of that game, I just wanted the Seahawks to win because it killed everything. After that pass was thrown, the whole entire dynamics of the team was over. It was never the same after that.
Yeah, Kyle, we always hear Marshawn. He telling the story again how he laughed in Pete Carroll's face. Like he not letting that go. So yeah, I bet he wish he could change that one too. What about you, Banga?
So I got two answers, but like one takes the cake. So like number one is gonna be one of the Super Bowls in the early 70s, Cowboys versus Steelers, where the receiver drops the pass wide open in the end zone. If he caught that pass, you know, we would have been the first team to 6 Super Bowls. So yeah, that's mine that takes the cake. But my backup option is what was it? Super Bowl 25, I think. Yeah, Super Bowl 25 in 1990, Giants versus Bills. Bills kick it wide right.
All right.
And you know, Bills was the laughing stock in the 90s for you know 3 more Super Bowls. I just wish that the Bills would have just won one of them because they weren't going to win the 2 against the Cowboys. That wasn't going to happen. So if they could have just won one, that would have been the one.
That's a good one.
What about you, Flowers?
This might surprise you. Arizona, Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
Would love to see Larry Fitzgerald, you know, after that spectacular run and scoring, man. I would love to see them win, but man, Roethlisberger and Santonio Holmes, you know, they break their heart at the end, the toe tap.
Isn't it crazy how many games end like that in the Super Bowl? And it's gonna happen, and it's gonna happen again Sunday.
On the last drive, that what happened to y'all in overtime. Went overtime, and the Chiefs were able to move the ball downfield. I'll just go with this one because I don't like them. Brett Favre, Packers versus Patriots, 97. I just don't like Brett Favre. You know, I like Drew Bledsoe more. So I just want to see Drew Bledsoe get one. Because after that, Tom Brady, he took over and won our Super Bowl. So I like to see Drew Bledsoe at least get one.
Yeah,
for all the hard work he did. I just don't like Brett Favre, so that's why.
Drew was good.
Yeah, I just got one thing to bring up. Why is it that like most of the spectacular catches happen whenever the Patriots are in the Super Bowl? Because you got the David Tyree catch, you got the Mario Manningham catch, you got the curse catch in Super Bowl 49, you got the Julian Edelman catch off the leg.
Same catch.
Yeah. So
come on, dude. That's
I couldn't believe my eyes on that
crazy
one.
catch that's gonna happen.
I couldn't believe my eyes on Julian Edelman catch. I was like, you gotta be kidding me.
When Edelman caught that, I knew they were gonna win. I knew they were gonna win.
Hey,
they said they was gonna bleep fast. Oh yeah, they about to win.
Hey, they said he gains a script. You can't script that catch.
Nah, you can't script that.
The football isn't scripted, man. That's bull crap. It's just you got calls
my brother
can't script.
My brother texts me every day to let me know it's scripted. He's an
the Saints, the egregious play. Saints no call.
Yeah, I would say that one. Yeah, they see you. Yeah, right. See, Banga, you gonna get me started, man. You gonna get me started.
Yeah, that was.
You open up some wounds there, man. I like what Randy said from our partners over in Canada, Voice of the Fans in Canada. Mike Jones, the deflection from Steve McNair pass, especially with McNair's passing a few years ago. Yes, the Kevin Dyson short. Now that's one I wish I could flip over to. I'll pull him for the Titans on that one.
Yeah, most definitely. Yep.
That's it. All right. Which team would you hate to win? Which team would you hate to see win the Super Bowl? Start with Flowers. Which team you talking
about history or just
in general? You just never want to see them win a Super Bowl.
Shit, hell, if I stay current, I say the damn Chiefs. That's the easiest answer to say. Yeah, I'm quite sure we're getting fatigued watching the Chiefs win. So I mean, that's the easiest answer to say. I'm just in the boat. I like to see teams that haven't won or won rarely. I like to see the come up, and I like that aspect of it. I get tired of seeing these established teams like the Chiefs take over. I understand it's history, but hey, like I said, I like seeing things new.
We'll go RC. Which team you just hate to see win?
Man, listen. I hope this team don't win another Super Bowl in my lifetime. My eyes are closed and I'm stiff. The New England Patriots can go to hell on a greasy missile.
Damn.
What they did to Gerard Mayo, I hope they don't win nothing else in their entire existence. I hope that it's epic failure. I don't think they're gonna be able to do it anyway because of just when you win 6 or 5. Those teams that got 5, they've been stuck on it for about 29, 30 years. So, I mean, It's a reason behind that. But it's the Patriots for me. Never again.
What about you, Banga?
Patriots and Steelers because they got 6, they got the most. So, and the Cowboys don't got the most; they're still at 5. So, until the Cowboys get their 6, which I don't know when that's gonna happen. I don't want them to get in.
Banga, what's gonna happen is we're gonna win one, and then y'all gonna win one. That's what's gonna happen. Banga, write it down. We're gonna win one, then y'all gonna win one. I might be dead, but you'll see it before me. It's gonna happen.
What about you, Thomas?
Yeah, me being a Cowboys fan, obviously the Eagles and the Commanders. I cannot see them ever. I don't ever want to see them win another ring. And if I see it Sunday from the Eagles, the celebration, their fans are just awful. They're horrible out there.
They're terrible. They
Nick
are.
Sirianni hosting a Lombardi Trophy, a coach that's been carried by coordinators his entire stint with the Philadelphia Eagles and outstanding rosters. I can't see it. The Commanders, too, the fact that they already made the NFC Championship more recently than us, and I have yet to see the NFC Championship since I've been
That's
alive.
wild.
Yeah, so I definitely can't see them winning another Super Bowl. I respect and like Jaden Daniels a lot, though. I will say that. I like him a lot, but I cannot see either one of those teams win a Super Bowl. I cannot.
That's crazy.
Hey, I just thought of something. Well, two things. The question you asked before this prior question, I just want to throw one more team out in that category. I would have loved to see the 03 Carolina Panthers beat the Patriots. With Muhammad, Steve Smith, DeLong, that'd been nice.
Dan Morgan. Yeah, Dan Morgan, Julian Peppers.
See,
yeah.
No. See, Cam Newton win a ring. No, that made me throw up.
That wasn't Cam Newton, man.
That wasn't Cam Newton.
Oh, you talking about Jake DeHome?
Yeah, Jake DeLong. Musa Muhammad, Steve Smith.
For some reason, I'm thinking about
Deshaun Foster.
Deshaun Foster.
Yeah, Jake DeHome and Steve Smith. And
number 2, Banga, Thomas. How do y'all feel seeing the Eagles and the Commander fans cohering with each other and saying Dallas sucks?
That ain't what they said. You know what they said. You know what they said.
Dang, y'all like the boogeyman, Thomas and Banga. They just hate y'all.
Nah, bro, because
y'all bring rivals together. That's crazy.
It's like they're like Crips and Bloods, Jordan forces.
I'm telling you, tired of rags and all. Like, what was going on that Sunday?
Nah, but like it pisses me off because they right, and there's nothing that we can say. Stephen A. Smith, he talking, every morning, and it's like there's nothing we can say. They right.
Yeah.
Jerry fix it.
I respect that.
But listen though, Thomas and Banga, nothing is forever. Nothing is forever. It's gonna. I believe it's gonna swing the other way. Now I don't know if it's gonna be Schottenheimer, but eventually the Cowboys will figure it out. Yeah. It'll be when Jerry is not. I don't wish death on anybody, so Jerry will be in the room by himself. That's what I'm put it like that.
I feel you.
They don't push them in the room and shut the door. All right, Daddy. That's how it's gonna be.
Y'all watch the show. Y'all watch the show Yellowstone.
Yeah, I've seen it before.
All right. Well, y'all watch the most recent season?
No.
All right. So I'm not going. Okay, never mind then.
I was going to bring up a point.
You sure?
Yeah, positive.
All right. So the head of the family. I'm all of a sudden blanking out on his name now. John Dutton. he dies at the beginning of the most recent season, and it's
Uh-huh.
like only after he dies do their problems kind of go away at the end of the season because you know they kept having enemy try to come after them, you know, go after their property.
Right.
And after that, yeah, they were able to find a solution to get rid of the property, but still live happily ever after. That's what I feel like is unfortunately going to happen to the Cowboys. Even though we want to see Jerry hoist another one up, what's most likely is going to happen is after he's gone, whether it's him stepping down, which probably ain't going to happen, or him dying, that's probably whenever we're going to see success again.
Yeah.
He's just an old man stuck in his ways.
Yeah, that's it.
Simple.
But you could be the Las Vegas Raiders. Now, what I don't want to happen to you now, Banga and Thomas, you end up in San Antonio. You be the San Antonio Cowboys, because that comes along with it too as well. I mean, at some point, even if he passes, you see what Al Davis' son is doing. Can the son, do he have the same genes and the same messed up way of thinking when it comes to the game? I mean, because I think Jerry's pretty much trying to build a '90s football team. But
I don't know what he's trying to build. All right,
bringing up the Raiders, facts.
The team I hate to see win, of course, is the Falcons. I'm always gonna hate those guys, but there's one player I'm glad his career is almost over. Russell Wilson. I never want to see him win a Super Bowl ever again.
That man crazy. That man crazy.
Hold on, what you got against the Falcons, or what you got against Russell Wilson?
Well, I'm a Saints fan. That's our little brother. You don't want to see your little brother come up. We always got to keep them. We got to keep them in their place. Let them know that they underneath us. And then Russell, man, I just don't think he's fake. So I don't really like him that too much.
Okay.
I think he put on a lot of that stuff for show. Like, yeah, I'm a great guy, I'm a great dad, and blah blah blah.
Do you think any celebrities are great guys or great dads?
I don't really not really. I don't put too much stock in people.
Well, everybody a dirtbag. That's a celebrity.
That's just me though.
Do you think Drew Brees is a dirtbag?
Nah, I met Drew once, so he seemed genuine.
Bias is shown.
He seemed like a genuine guy, you know.
Russ do too.
Yeah, I guess. All right. So where y'all watching the Super Bowl game? Where y'all watching the Super Bowl at?
Isn't it on Tubi? Am I off?
Yeah, I heard it was on Tubi.
Yeah, I think it's on. Yeah, they want everybody to see it, so I'm quite sure it is on Tubi.
Oh my
God!
Tubi
free?
Yeah, Tubi free.
I didn't know Tubi was free. I use that app that RC gave me.
Yeah, that works.
Comfort of your own home is the best place to watch the Super Bowl.
True.
Man, y'all know what's crazy, man. The last two Super Bowls, I watched them last year. I watched them with no one but my baby, my little kid, because I'm superstitious. And so they had Super Bowl party. Hey, come to the Super Bowl. It's my team. I don't want y'all asking me questions. So I didn't break tradition and just watch my team. And they still lost the game. So this year I'll still watch it alone because my team isn't in it. But the next time we're in the Super Bowl, I'm going amongst people. You know, I'm trying to do something different than what I did. But man, it's gonna be a good game, man. I kind of am torn because I don't want to see the Chiefs win, but I don't want to see the Eagles win neither. I don't want to see neither one of them win. But
I feel that.
Hey,
I'm watching it in NOLA.
Yeah, that's right. You're gonna be down there.
Yeah.
Like I said, we thought about going down there, then we kind of changed our mind. Gatwood might go. He might go. He might still go. T-Wright might go. But I'm gonna be watching it at my church. If it was the Saints playing, I'm staying home because I don't want nobody talking to me, especially when we down.
And you gotta be able to curse. Damn, you gotta be able to curse.
You follow the words I'm gonna say. Not in church.
If it was Saints, I'm definitely not watching the Saints play at church or anywhere else because I'm liable to be pissed off, especially when you're losing.
Yeah, throwing stuff.
So because my wife already know how I am when the Saints losing. She found that out when we got married. Oh, that's anything.
Where you watching it, Thomas?
I'll probably gonna be watching it with family at a house party. So yeah, just gonna be chilling, watching the game, eating food and things like that.
Yeah.
All right. Nice. Yeah, I know a lot of people like to go out in bars and stuff, but that's not really my scene. I'm more of like a house person.
Like any big game, especially if my team's in it, like I gotta be amongst people. Like I gotta be in a
Toss some noise, make you
big
feel good.
environment.
You got lose.
So
it comes with it. It comes with it.
So with the drought, 27 years before Michigan won the championship, and then 49ers going on 29. After you win the championship, everybody was apparently gonna get another championship and speaking into existence. When I won with Michigan, I was like, now what? I've been going through agony, can't sleep, mad, upset, and it's over. Now what? Now you chase it again. Mm-hmm. So it's like, man, the Chiefs fans probably think this is part of their life. They probably think they're gonna have this for the rest of their lives. Like this is it.
Just like the
they
Patriots,
don't know. They don't want.
Randy said he with Banga. He need to be amongst friends or the bar. No way he watching at home. Yeah, you need some company when you lose. I understand that.
Imagine being a Falcon fan when they lost.
Oh, dude, I got a homeboy that was at the game. He's a Falcon fan. He was, preparing to celebrate. He was talking noise. You know how the SpongeBob, 1 hour later, he would not answer his phone, man. I said, bro, listen, if you on top of that stadium and finna jump, I'm going to start praying now. I left him a voice, and I was like, we're going to start praying. Lord, bring him down. Come on down. And then he didn't answer his phone for like 3 to 4 days, man. The Falcons, that was a bad loss because they were up 28-3, man. It was tough.
I had a Falcon fan over my house. This is the first year I moved in my home, me and my wife. And it was the first Super Bowl we did, but it was an Atlanta fan came over. Oh, he was all big chested and just prideful, and just I seen that chest just shrink as time goes by. Yeah. Just that tall sweep, he wasn't right ever since.
I did it with the first time we played the Chiefs. It was up 10, 6 minutes to go. We just picked the ball off. I hate this celebration. You pick the ball off and everybody runs down on defense. And I'm like, I called my wife. I said, hey, listen, because I was at home by myself. Like, hey, I'm coming to the bar. We finna get chocolate wasted. I'm finna go. We finna celebrate like bro, listen. But when she came home, I was laying on the floor. Like, you could draw chalk around me. Because, when they came back and they won, man, it was just, I was like, man. So.
And y'all was up 20-10 too. And Jimmy Garoppolo, all he had to do was make that throw. Y'all win.
We had to run the ball.
Manuel Sanders.
Keep running the ball. No, just keep running the ball.
Keep the clock running.
Just run the ball. Get out the game. And oh, man.
All right. So I got a little history for y'all. The last time each team won Super Bowl, the Chiefs won 24, Rams 22, Buccaneers 21, Patriots 19, Eagles 18, Broncos 16, Seahawks 14, Ravens 13, Giants 12, Packers 11, Saints 2010, Steelers 09, Colts 07, Cowboys 96, 49ers 95,
yeah.
Washington 92, Bears 86, Raiders 84, Dolphins 74, Jets 69. So y'all really like twins. Cowboy fans and 49 fans, y'all like twins, man.
But you know why we like twins? Because they stopped us at 5. And bro, hey Banga, hey Thomas, he tries to crack jokes, but he's stuck on 1. Ask him how he got his 1. So the NFL
don't you say bro. No, we're not entertaining.
Hold on. The NFL give up and they take it away. So the Saints get the Katrina Super Bowls that he's talking about.
Come on now.
Rigged. And so the NFL said in the Rams against the Rams, you know what? We already done did you some favors. We need to get that back. So, other than that,
there was no sympathy trophy in that.
You've been playing football for 100 years, and you got 1 trophy. I ain't trying to hear nothing you talk about. Nothing. What Shaq said? You can't do it twice.
We undefeated though.
Of course.
So
of course. You're gonna stay undefeated. Look, you're gonna stay undefeated if you don't never get back.
All right, we got some Super Bowl trivia questions. I thought about getting our prize. I haven't thought of the prize yet, but we're gonna do a little trivia game, scoreboard.
Ooh.
So we're gonna do a little trivia, see who can get the most right. We're gonna do about 5 questions. Then, if it's a tiebreaker, then we'll go 6. So start with RC. What team has played in 4 Super Bowls but never held a lead? The Vikings, Patriots, Bills, Giants.
The Bills.
You got the Bills?
Yeah.
All right, Thomas, who you have? You need me to read the teams again?
Yeah, I was gonna say the Bills also. I didn't know if it was a correct or you move on, but I was gonna say Bills.
Yeah, I get everybody answer, then I tell the correct answer. What about you, Flowers?
Vikings.
All right, Banga, who you have?
Vikings.
Ding, 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 Vikings.
They never had a lead in the Super Bowl?
No, the
Never
Purple
had
Eaters
lead.
could not get it done.
They never
Nope.
led that game. That's crazy.
And the Bills, I remember. I mean, I'm saying it as if I was there, but whenever I go back and watch documentaries or whatever,
They were
the
leading.
Bills the Bills were up at halftime
Right.
against the Cowboys, and whenever they played the Cowboys the second time, but they were so dejected. They already were like, it's gonna happen again. So that's how it played out.
Man.
He said they're gonna happen again. All right, let's move on to the next question. How much does the Lombardi Trophy weigh? Let's start with you, Thomas. Is it 7 pounds, 8, 10, 12?
I'm gonna go 12.
12 for Thomas. Banga. How much does it weigh? 7, 8, 10, 12.
I'm gonna go 10. A slight overweight, baby.
10. All right. RC.
I think it's light because it touches so many hands and you don't want it to drop and hurt anyone. At that time, I think it's probably lighter than it is heavier. So I'm gonna go 8 pounds.
Flowers. Your
7.
guess. Ding, 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 7.
I figured that.
Wow, you so sure. How you know this, dude?
I can't tell you that.
Hey man, studying. Hey, that's what. Hey guys, that's why he the professor, because he just.
Hey, look, but that is kind of because if it's heavier,
Yeah,
they
it's hard
hold,
to pass along. Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, which the grown men can handle 10 pounds with no problem. But
Right,
like you say, we
yeah.
got, smaller hands touching it, so.
You're right.
Yeah, 10 pounds is not heavy at all.
No, it ain't heavy.
7. That's
No,
7.
it's
That's
fine.
light. That's light. What famous jeweler makes the Lombardi Trophy? James Avery. Oh, we'll start with Banga. James Avery, Kay, Zales, or Tiffany and Company.
I'm gonna go Tiffany and Co.
All right. What about you, RC? Need me to read names again?
I'm gonna go James Avery because I don't know who the hell he is. I mean,
You never shot at James Avery before?
I don't know who the hell it is. Never. Where is it at? Where is it
I don't
located?
know. Might be a northern type company. I don't know. All right, Flowers, who you have?
Some odd reason I feel like Tiffany is the right answer.
What about you, Thomas?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I'm like RC. I don't know who James Avery was. I was just gonna pick the name because it sounded right. So James Avery.
Shit, Uncle Phil, hell, that's
Ding, Banging and Flowers got it. It's Tiffany and Co.
Really?
So yeah.
I thought I heard Tom Brady say Tiffany when he did that right there.
He might have. All right. What city had hosted the coldest Super Bowl ever? Let's start with Flowers.
New York.
Tampa. Tampa, Miami, Houston, New Orleans.
Oh, they ain't got New York on the. Oh wow.
Wow.
Oh, so say that again.
Tampa, New Orleans.
Tampa, Miami, Houston, New Orleans.
Tampa.
All right. What about you, Banga?
Miami.
Thomas.
Hey, this is tough. I'm gonna say New Orleans.
Yeah, we finna get this one right, Thomas. I'm finna cheat off your paper.
All right, so you say New Orleans?
I think I know what it is, but I think I said the wrong one.
Yes, it's New Orleans. They played in Tulane.
Cheated off your paper, son.
Look at RC and Thomas down on the scoreboard. Look at that.
Finally, bro.
Hey, but New York, I was thinking New York would be the one where the Broncos and Seahawks.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
When I looked at the list, I don't remember seeing New York on that list of hosting the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's the first. That's when the Seahawks won their first one.
Yeah, MetLife.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
They won't have it there no more. I promise.
Here, so I won't get fined, boss.
All right. What was the first wild card team to win the Super Bowl? Let's start with RC. Raiders, Bengals, Rams, Cardinals.
Well, the Cardinals ain't won shit. The Bengals ain't won shit. You said the Raiders?
Raiders and Rams.
It's the Raiders.
What about you, Flowers?
Rams.
Thomas.
I'm gonna say Raiders.
And Banga.
I guess I'm gonna go with Raiders.
Ding, 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 Raiders. The
Who
first
now,
team
bro?
to win the wild card.
Cheat off my paper. Cheat off my paper now. Cheat off my paper.
So look, we have a tie with Banga and Flowers. RC, they creeping in the rear.
We're trying to figure
All
it out.
right, where's my other question? Okay. Who holds the record for the most passing yards in the Super Bowl?
God,
Mahomes, Drew Brees, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning. Let's start with Thomas.
Now, is this in a game or just in general?
For the
In the
most
game.
in the game, most passing
In the
yards in the
game.
Super Bowl.
Okay, I'll go Tom Brady.
What about you, Flowers?
Brady.
Tom Banga.
who are the other ones again?
Tom Brady, Drew, Manning, Mahomes.
Tom Brady.
RC.
It was Brady against the Eagles.
Ding, 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 Brady.
I need to
Where
get
my
an extra
scores?
point.
Yeah, because that game he
What?
had like 400 plus, didn't he?
He had like 5. He had 5 in that on that game.
And he lost. And he lost. It was crazy.
He had like
I mean,
507, 522, something like that.
I remember
All right,
Skip Bayless.
so we have a tie between Banga and Flowers. So last question. Who was the first left-handed quarterback to get a Super Bowl ring?
Oh, I know this.
Roger Staubach, Bart Starr, Kenny Stabler, Joe Montana. We'll start with RC.
Wait a minute. The first?
The first.
Damn.
I know this
Give me the
one.
name. Give me the game names again.
Roger Staubach, Bart Starr, Joe Montana, Kenny Stabler.
He gave the answer away. Roger Staubach.
All right, Flowers.
Y'all got me trying to remember what 1970 film looked like.
You ain't lying.
Y'all gonna have to go back far.
Kenny Stabler.
What about you, Thomas?
I'm gonna go with Roger Starback.
And Banga.
Bart Starr.
Damn, I knew he was because he been breaking up 70 shit all night. He got it.
Look, because everybody know that current be too easy. So I had to go do some research and dig deeper.
It's Bart Starr.
It's Kenny Stabler with the Raiders. Flowers.
Oh, this man.
You are the winner.
Oh,
Damn.
the professor is in his
Gorilla.
bag.
Hold on.
Flowers take the win.
Were the other
Y'all,
ones
I had to
even
think about
left-handed?
it for a sec. Because I never remember Starr or anybody else throwing left-handed. Then I thought about Kenny Stabler, and I remember he was left-handed.
Yeah. Like, Bart Starr wasn't left-handed. Roger was. Joe Montana was.
Yeah, I knew Roger
So
was left-handed, but he wasn't the first. It had to be Bart Starr going back the furthest. I mean,
yeah, I had to throw a
Kenny
right
State.
hander in there
Damn,
Kenny
you got
State
me.
was
to throw off the scent. All right, so we hour into the show. We're gonna get ready to close this thing down. Let's go to NFL news. Flowers, I think of a gift, man. Congratulations on
Thank you,
winning
sir.
the scoreboard trivia. Good job,
good
there,
job,
sir.
bro. Good
Look,
job, bro.
shout out to ESPN Classics when I was a youngster. That's all I used to watch.
Yes, indeed, man. Do they still have that show? I mean,
Hey,
the channel.
young
Good
professors was
question.
like this. Yep, I'm gonna need this in about 20 years. Yep. I'm gonna be on their ass. I dealt with you.
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny. All right, so the Ravens GM, he came out and said this about Madden. Tell me what y'all think.
Uh-oh.
Too that we use, for instance, Madden ratings. Who would ever think that an NFL team would use Madden ratings in one of their models? Well, we do. I'm giving you just a small piece of what we do.
That's fascinating.
Yeah. So we have these models that we use, and it spits out grades and values for players, and we use those. And in some cases, we can look back and say, you know what, the model is actually 3% better than our scouts grades in terms of predicting what the player is going to do. 2 or 3%.
Wow, isn't it crazy?
So there you go. Finally, a guy admitting to using Madden ratings in their scouting reports. RC, you thinking? What's on your mind?
I wouldn't have told nobody that. I mean,
that's why Lamar Jackson don't have any weapons, you know.
I mean, between analytics and that and stuff like that, man, it's like, who are we letting, in front of our game, and let them control the game? Like a Madden rating, I'll pass it to somebody else. That's crazy.
So, Flower, what do you think go into the Madden ratings? Like, why do you think they get their information from Madden ratings?
To be fair, in which going back 20 years per se, 20, 25 years, I've been playing Madden since 98, 99. And I will say that the rosters, in my opinion, are pretty accurate, to say the least, far as, especially more nowadays, especially if they're sitting here timing your 40 times, they're putting all these heartbeat monitors on you, tracking your movement and stuff. So today I can see it being more of a factor with everything that's being traced and tracked with these players. Now, as far as, making that being my whole reliance, far as how to scout, no, I wouldn't do that. But far as like just looking around the league, you want to see how fast somebody is, something like that. Now, the overall rating, I wouldn't take that in consideration with a lot of these players, because the way I see that messing you up. So let's say if you got a rookie on the bench, Madden hasn't really scouted that rookie. You get what I'm saying? So they really can't tell me, what this rookie is or isn't. Like I said, the only thing I can take from that is how fast he is and his size. Now, veteran players, yeah, you probably could get a good scope from it, but far as just using that infrastructure as my scouting base, I wouldn't do it. But far as me just just keeping a track on how technology views the league, I probably would just look at it just to keep our eyes on it. But let me say this: never discourage your own eyes and your own skills and techniques, as far as what got you to where you got you. Just use that stuff in a glance. Do not be so compliant on computers. Let's continue to use our eyes and and continue to scout that way and just use that stuff here and there.
Thomas, with people are always bashing Pro Football Focus, what's the difference between that and Madden? Why you think teams are looking at Madden but hate Pro Football Focus?
Madden is just a video game. That's based off of performance, and I feel like Pro Football Focus nails it with stats and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
Madden is just basically like, it's not a guessing game, but it's just based off of your rating could go up and down per week. Pro Football Focus focuses even, like, I'll just say a defensive lineman, for example. They're not getting a sack, but how are you stepping in to get your tackles, and how are you stepping in to get tackles for a loss and pressures and things like that? contributing to how valuable you are on the field. So, yeah, I couldn't believe you said that. That was really silly.
Banga, if you was a GM, could you see yourself using Madden to get an idea what players like?
Batman, the FBI, and the National Guard couldn't get that information out of me.
I'm telling
That's
you.
wild. That's asinine, and that's lazy. That's lazy. Because using Madden like a video game, like Thomas said, like it's just there's nothing really specific about it. Yeah, you can gauge like kind of things are semi-accurate because they are basing their things off of real life, but it's a video game at the end of the day. Like Thomas said, they go up or down, especially like whatever the current Madden is, the ratings go up or down. So you can't base it off of that. Come on now, go do some actual scouting.
Right, because I was thinking about based on Madden, because it don't, like I said, it don't really tell you much except for the veteran guys. Cause they adjust their ratings based on agility, speed, So I don't know. Like I said, I wouldn't have told nobody either. Cause I haven't played Madden in years. I don't even look at Madden. So it's just kind of odd that they use that program out of all the other programs that tell you analytics type stuff and what kind of player that the guy is, that they use Madden as a little, I guess, guideline for certain players. Let's go to dang, my mind just went blank. Let's go to where is the clip?
Get some Swift energy, man.
I'm drinking coffee. Fan posts. Let's go with fan posts. There we go. Let's go fan posts. And I ain't gonna leave Swift energy alone, man. They're gonna drop us, man. You keep taking shots.
You gonna find out. You gonna find out before I do this. A meal enhancement. They gonna mess your life up.
All right. Fan posts, guys. My bad. I had a brain fart. Fan posts. We have 2 questions from the crowd. All right, this question is from Level Up 007 from IG. How do you see Luka and LeBron meshing together? Let's start with you, Banga, since that was your boy that got traded.
I see them meshing actually pretty well together. There's some people, or whether it's some or a lot, that think that they're 2 ball dominant guys, which I mean they are. But Luka is definitely would be the de facto point guard if they were on the floor together. So LeBron, he could play any position, so he could always, he could take the ball up, or Luka could take the ball up. But most of the time, Luka is probably going to be the one facilitating, and he loves Luka. He's been on record saying this, that he would love to play with Luka because, he's a facilitator. I could just imagine how Luka would probably toss an alley-oop to LeBron or something like that, and LeBron can play off ball a little bit, and go from there. So yeah, they'll gel well together.
What about you, Thomas? How you think LeBron and Luka would mesh?
I think this is going to be a duo that is going to be good eventually, but I think it's going to take not a lot of time. I said 2 to 3 weeks to develop because they are ball dominant players. And LeBron I think he's averaging nearly 10 assists per game passing the ball this year, so he's pretty good passing. And then Luka has basically always controlled the offense. But then in Dallas, I think that Luka and Kyrie are both ball dominant players and both guards. They eventually made it work. So I think it's just going to take time and getting to know how they play on the court together. But I will say, I think out of the trade, I think Kyrie and Anthony Davis build a connection faster than LeBron and Kyrie.
I totally agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
RC, what do you think about LeBron and Luka meshing?
LeBron's one of the most. I think he play with anybody. I think he play with Michael Jordan if you ask him to. He would figure it out on the fly because basketball IQ through the roof. I don't think it's going to be an issue. Now, Luka may be an issue because Luka is he dribbles the life out of the basketball. And That's James Harden. So it may be a little tougher for Luka than it is for LeBron, but LeBron will make it easy for him. And he has no choice because this is it for LeBron. You remember Michael Jackson last tour? He said, "This is it, LeBron. If you don't, we don't give a damn because this is it. I mean, you out the door anyway. I mean, so if he don't mess with him, it don't mean anything." I watched him play last night, and I was impressed by the way LeBron's playing. But
Oh yeah,
I think that LeBron will fit in with Luka versus the other way around. They'll figure it out.
Flowers, your thoughts?
I'm with everybody on the panel. Far as I think it'll work. Also, it's gonna take a little time, of course. I say more for LeBron. He can play with anybody. You've seen it work with him and Kyrie. Both of them are ball dominant. Luka gives LeBron a chance to rest. And, of course, Anthony Davis had that chore also. He could take over games. LeBron pick his spots. I think that allows LeBron to be able to do that more with Luka being a alpha himself, and he'll be able to take some of the slack off. Now they do need a center that can, Luka can throw it up and catch lobs like Gafford. They had AD, of course, that'd be perfect. I don't think Jackson Hayes is, a guy that's gonna stand under the goal and just jump and, catch lobs. He's more of a run towards the goal and make a play on that sort. So I think they probably need to find a lob guy, to help out the offense. But it's a good test drive for LeBron. It's either he'll stick around for another year or so, or he has the opportunity to opt out and do what he wants to at the end of the year.
Yes, indeed, man. When do Luka supposed to come back? Y'all know?
Saturday.
Yeah.
So
Pacers.
playing his first game Saturday. Okay.
Prime
There you
time
go.
game.
A lot of people gonna be tuning in to
And then
catch
AD
that.
is supposed to play his first game tomorrow.
Yeah, AD supposed to play tomorrow.
Watch that one too.
Yep. Yes, indeed. All right, guys. We are brought to you by Bet Us. We got your game. We had NBA going on, hockey, college basketball, women basketball. So use Bet Us to bet on these games and win some money. I'm saying I'm taking Eagles money line because I'm going all in. Scary money don't make no money. So there you go. That's my Eagles money line. But put it on your ticket. Thank y'all guys for joining us on this special Super Bowl 59 preview. Thomas, where can people find you, man?
Yeah, you can find On the Hot Podcast on all social media platforms: Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, X. You can also listen to us on Apple Podcasts as well, and I forgot to throw on YouTube, but yeah, that's where you can find On the Hot Podcast. You got your tune in. Do it weekly, talk about all sports, but yeah, that's where you can check out On the Hot Podcast.
Yes, indeed. What about you, Banga?
You can find me on YouTube, IG, and the Twitter X.
Yes, sir. Y'all check out both of you guys, man. They put out great content, and it's always a joy to watch them guys talk about sports. I know y'all would love it too. Man, I have this big idea that I want to do for the upcoming NFL season. I kind of want to find like a sports talk person from each team and bring them on the show. I think that'll be pretty cool to do. So I'm working on that for this upcoming season. I'm trying to pull guys from the Steelers fan base, from the Broncos fan base, so on, and try to do like a division type podcast. So I thought that'd be pretty cool. So that's what I'm working on right now. Trying to what's the word I'm trying to connect with other people, other sport talk guys.
And I will say this, man. It is awesome to see other people. We don't have to be in a room together doing this with other brothers that look like me, doing this and have a love and passion for this. I mean, y'all doing a great job, Bank. I've talked to you off the record. Y'all doing a great job, man. If it's a positive outlet, keep doing that, man. Keep doing it.
Keep growing, keep connecting. Sure. We wish y'all the best, man. And sky's the limit, as they say. Let's keep grinding. All right, guys. We'll catch y'all next time. Don't be a stranger.
Peace.
All right. Peace
out,
out,
buddy.
We out of here.